Okay. Okay, that should be good. Okay. Be a little careful of rattlers today. Kind of neither. I know there's some agates up here, so I'm kind of going to walk towards them. Hopefully we'll find some pretty rare amethyst, but probably not. Probably not, chat. Today's probably just going to be a weird adventure where I go exploring. Oh shit, I have the wrong. The Brasada people have been really flattening down this trail. Them rich people. Near home. I'm gonna end it the weekend after the first weekend of June is when the series challenge is going to end. Because I started the challenge a few days into May, but also I want to end it on something cool. I don't want it to just be another work day where I can only stream for 1 to 2 hours. I want it to be the Saturday where I can just go hard and do like a 8-hour mountaineering stream or some cool shit. But the weather needs to hold up for that to happen. Like the only reason I'm down here instead of out fishing is because there's a thunderstorm risk in the forecast. I don't want to be holding a pole when the lightning storm rolls around. I'm generally kind of reckless. But that would just be a stupid level of reckless. Oh yeah, it's chat. I'm in business casual. It's 55 degrees outside and windy. That's also why I like doing adventures. Hey Jarvis, what's the thunderstorm risk looking like today?
Let me check. There is a slight risk of a stray shower or thunderstorm in Bend today, especially later this evening. The chance of precipitation is around 40% with a high near 74 degrees.
There we go. Refresher snake. I have my music turned down, so I'll hear any rattlers. At the end of the day, rattlers are just animals. They behave like animals. As long as you don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with you. Like, we're not their prey. They have no interest in us. No, just cold. Yeah. Got my drum and bass going. Chad, do you want to see an abandoned car? There's an abandoned car like a mile into this BLM land. You're home. Or do you want me to go look for amethysts? So I can either go look for agates and amethyst, which is to the left of me, or we can go look for the abandoned car, which is somewhere to the right. I don't have a GPS pin on the car though, so I'm kind of gonna have to guess where it is. You'd rather amethyst? All right. Just so you know, the amethyst is very rare. So the odds of us finding a piece are pretty low. Morning, Dove. Sees me. It's not dove season though. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go through the trees. If the stream drops, it'll be back soon. Oh. We can look for the car on the way back if I feel like I have time. You know. It's all agate. Yeah, there's tons of agate. Depends on, if you count jasper as a precious stone, then it might be more common in Oregon than agate. But agates are everywhere. Jasper is a little less distributed. Like, if I were to just walk up a random hill here, I'm more likely to find an agate than jasper. But when you find jasper, you find fuckloads of jasper. You find ungodly amounts of jasper. Like, I know where there's jasper veins that are like 20 feet long and the width of a car. Like, an ungodly, it makes it not fun to find anymore, which is why I very rarely keep it. Like, I know spots where there's literal tons of it just pouring out of the ground. And like nice green jasper too. And it's common enough that it's not, like, for example, you know, a nice piece of moonlight lace obsidian. It's pretty cool to find around South Sister, even though you can find metric tons of it at Glass Buttes. But like jasper outside of the common areas, it's still pretty common. Tell you, I'll find a jasper here and show you if this mountain forms any. No, petrified wood's pretty cool. Petrified wood's not that common. I'd say there's at least 1 or 2 orders of magnitude between agate and petrified wood in terms of like abundance. Ooh. Not sure what that is, but it's actually pretty cool. That's why I walk along the riverbeds. Because even though we're far away from the source, you still find cool shit like that. And it's right after a pretty heavy rain. We got rained on pretty hard yesterday. So there should be a lot of fresh material exposed once I get up to the higher elevations. Is this just volcanic rock or is it something more? Just volcanic rock. Oh, there's some real gem quality opal at one of me and Brooke's secret dig spots, like Oahe blue opal. It's very pretty, very beautiful stuff. But I'm not gonna tell you guys where that is. That's me and Brooke's secret. We were actually, fun fact, gonna put some blue opal into our engagement ring before we had a jeweler talk us out of it. Because apparently opals are super fragile, so you can't use them for like any sort of, you know, everyday use items. Like they can be special occasion pendants, but it would have got destroyed if we had used it for an everyday wearer. So now we're looking at other rocks. Not officially engaged yet, but we will be pretty soon. One of the nice parts about dating somebody with OCD is a lot of shit gets planned for you. And obviously with me, but it's like we have tentative dates for everything set already. And I say we have a pretty cute plan. Yum. Yum. Sorry, I'm trying to remember the route to the agates. I used to go rabbit hunting here. There's a lot of jackrabbits in this little area. Having like vivid memories of that hill over there. Just having juicy ass jackrabbit that I went chasing after a couple times and just never got him. But like a nice big boy. Like a meat for a few days boy. No, I'm not going to tell you my plan. That's between me and Brooke. Not everything needs to be public, chat. Some things can be private. Oop. Attempted rock. I'm glad I didn't bring the shovel. I was thinking about bringing the shovel all the way up this way. It would have been a real pain in the butt to carry. Potato cannon, I can confirm, will not be involved. Even though it technically is a place it would be legal at. Break off from the trail here, I'm pretty sure. By the way, chat, I can't see my mini map while streaming, so I'm doing this all blind without any maps. I think I remember how to get up the cliffs. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. Ooh. Don't know if that's petrified wood or not, but if it is, it's super low quality. Oh yeah, that's petrified wood. There's more of it here. But it's just low quality, so we'll keep moving. Yeah, there's more of it here. Which means there might be some chunk somewhere. This area doesn't have a bunch of people. It's just leased grassland. Basically, people pay the BLM, Bureau of Land Management, BLM by the way, a little bit of money, and then they just release the cows on. Cows do that at the end of the season. That's how you get your cage-free beef burgers. Ooh. Big piece of opal, chat. Look at this. That's going in the pocket. Some interesting rocks over here. Hang on. Actually, some really interesting rocks here, chat. What are these? Look at this. I don't think this is petrified wood, but it's still really weird. Huh. Here, I'm gonna go save a pin location of this spot and come back later. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's more of it. What is this stuff? Look at it. It's definitely not petrified wood. It's some weird mineral. No, this isn't where the amethyst is. Amethyst is way higher up. Oh, look, more opal. That's really shitty opal. No. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of vein there, chat. Probably buried. It's probably a dig and a half to get to. Yeah, there's more here. Look. This is another nice piece of opal. Look at this one. Look how this one's clear, chat. That's actually pretty high quality. Yeah, that's a small piece. Let's go look around here for a second. Good, this is good opal. Here, like, I've been finding some kind of shitty opal most of the places I go, but this is actually nice stuff. There's another big piece. But, see, this is the low quality opal. That's just common. I mean, technically it's all common opal. It's just the clarity of it that's different. I should really start like giving away some of the rocks on stream. Ooh, here we go. Because I can't legally sell these, but I can legally give them away. Look at this. This is a nice opal, chat. I want to find one of these, but bigger. Brooke would really like a bigger one of that. Because these would fit in like standard letter envelopes. And mailing out like a standard letter is only $1. It would be pretty cool to just, you know, as a way to kind of like artificially boost viewers in a weird way, but just let people request rocks and I'll send it to them. But y'all aren't allowed to sell them. if I do that. I mean, I'll obviously never know. But like if Igor's over here requesting every single rock, I might say no, save some for other people. And the big rocks I'm keeping. I want to be clear about that. I'm not putting one of my giant agates in a shipping container and sending it to you guys. You guys remember when I found the 42-pound agate on stream? Was anyone here for that? That was a crazy day. Ooh. Ooh. I really hope there's high quality shit under this. This looks super promising, chat. Oh my God, like I can hear myself smiling, dude. This is a nice opal. That's going in the bag, chat. We're not accidentally dropping this one. Okay. Now there's a big but shitty one down there. Oh, you just walk past that. Ooh. Find any lizards? Not yet. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing any sort of like international shipping. Standard UPS mail rate only. If it doesn't fit in the mail, it doesn't get sent. Here's a shitty one, low quality, but still pretty nice size. Brooke will like these. I'm gonna go text her. I feel like she's gonna join the stream now that I told her I'm finding a bunch of opals. We were going to a spot that has amethyst, but I'm getting really distracted by these nice opals. By the way, chat, amethyst is probably one of the rarest stones in Oregon that we've actually found. That or fire obsidian. I don't know what's... Hey, Jarvis, what's harder to find in Oregon? Amethyst or fire obsidian? I gotta start collecting the low-grade crap. Why isn't he responding? See? Down again.
Let me look
No, he's just taking forever. This is kind of Rattlesnakeville.
Fire obsidian is harder to find because it is only found in one specific area of the world, the glass buttes of Central Oregon. While amethyst is rare in the state, it can be found in several locations like Shell Rock Mountain and the Ochoko National Forest. Finding fire obsidian is especially challenging.
Okay, so fire obsidian is the rarest thing we found. Sunstone. That's fake news. This meme brought to you by Natural Creations Incorporated or whatever jewelry company that just farms sunstones. They are pretty cool, but they're super abundant, chat. There's like tons of them by Hart Mountain. Like, it's not a challenge to find them. I still want... What's it called? I'm coming up on the private property, so I'm not as far south as I need to be. I'm probably supposed to be somewhere down there. I got so distracted by the opals, I went way off course. But anyway, let's get over towards those amethysts. And I'm sure there's some like absurdly rare gemstones that me and Brooke just never came across. Hey Jarvis, what's the hardest gemstone to find in Oregon? Let's see what he thinks. That should be our target for the next stream. Find whatever he tells us is the hardest to find. Okay, we have the fence here.
Let me look that up. The rarest and hardest gemstone to find in Central Oregon is the Oregon Sunstone, specifically the highly prized red and green varieties. These unique gems are found in the high desert and are the only sunstones in the world that contain copper inclusions. You might also look for viscite, a rare and
Fascinating. One of the coolest rocks we have that we found, not purchased, because Brooks bought a lot of really cool rocks, but we found a obsidian that is both, what is it both? It's both moonlight and fire in the same rock. Or no, it's both rainbow, sorry. Rainbow and fire in the same rock. Which is just, because you know, rainbow obsidian, that's the one that people buy because it looks nice. How the fuck, wait, am I being crazy? No, I do follow it. Okay. I did laugh at you earlier. To be fair, you still deserve it. All that vertical progress gone, chat. So those are the hills we need to get to. That valley is the one with the amethyst. I just got blown way off course by the opals. And then started walking the wrong direction, apparently. I love how this trail goes right through Rattlesnakeville over there. We're not walking through that shit, chat. Speaking of Rattlesnakeville, let's go this way. Good exercise, chat. Kind of Rattlesnakeville, but it looks like I can get around it. You're home. The rattlesnake deity is actually hoarding unconscionable amounts of amethysts. Oh. We must relieve him of his hoard. How much further do I have to go? Jeez, I still got a long way. Okay. Quarter mile. Here's a cool rock. Check this out, chat. Look at the layers. There's a little vein of agate running through it. Which means we're probably around a bunch of agates. Or at least more opal. This is Red Dead Redemption 7. I have early access, but you need a supercomputer to run it. That's how you get these crazy graphics. One of the best features is an unlimited render distance. There we go. Hey Brooke, I can't be on the phone very long. What's up? Okay, I'll talk to you about this later. I love you. If I stay on the cell phone too long, the stream will crash. So I have to be a little brief with Brooke, but I'll tell her to text. I must get bitten by snakes. A good partner understands when a good partner can't talk. And a good partner answers the phone to make sure it's not an emergency. Because if she had an emergency, I'd let the stream crash. But she did not. Check out this. This is a material I keep finding. I don't know if it's like some kind of volcanic ash or if it's something that kind of turns into another material and it's in like that transition phase. A good partner understands the primal urge to find small, shiny objects. Chat, is jury duty cooked? Our jury system's honestly super janky. If I was like unchecked president for a few days, that's one of the things I'd fix. Just make jury duty pay like $300 a day. You know, just not an obscene amount of money, but a lot of money. So that way, instead of getting judged by retirees and people who don't have a job or work and have nothing else going on for 2 months, you actually get judged by your peers. And people actually want to do it. People don't take whatever excuse they can to get out of jury duty. They're like, no, please put me on. And like, we pay the judges an obscene amount of money. We pay the lawyers an obscene amount of money. How come the jury doesn't get paid, just a normal amount of money? Should be a no-brainer, chat. Your own. I did disassemble this. That's a funny thing. That's funny, Igor. If I was president, I would give the president unlimited power, not do anything with that unlimited power, and then suddenly resign without warning to leave a power vacuum. That's actually the only correct response. You know how there's a thing where people will watch the number of pizza delivery trucks to forecast like global events? Because like if we're about to invade a country or do something crazy like that, for like a week prior, the CIA will be in overdrive and they'll just keep ordering DoorDash and like pizza. And you see a noticeable uptick in the amount of deliveries going to the CIA headquarters, and you're like, oh shit, something's about to go down. It'd be so funny to just flood the CIA headquarters with pizza and DoorDash for like a solid week, but not do anything. Just to get all the journalists worked up about nothing. By the way, Chad, this is why you can't give me an ounce of power. Go rock. Your buddy finds all the agates. The problem is, like, if I actually was elected president, I'd just troll. And I don't mean like just troll my political enemies. I mean like I would literally just troll, like do shit like that. Because I find it so funny. It's like, what do you mean we can send all of our allied and opposing countries into a frenzy by spending a couple $1,000s on pizza? Let's do it. Cool piece of obsidian, by the way. Yeah, as we're getting closer to the volcano, these kinds of rocks are going to get more common. And the prize is amethyst. You're almost... That would be funny. Just presidential order all the Waffle Houses to close. See what chaos that could be in the Midwest. Or no, in the South is where Waffle House is. Is Waffle House in... Hey Jarvis, is Waffle House in the Midwest? I feel like I might be thinking of White Castle. I should, Derwolo, but I don't have time to edit multiple sets of videos. It's like I'm working a full-time job. I don't have an editor. Y'all are lucky if you get a daily TikTok video, because I've been grinding to make that happen. I gotten back in the habit of spending 2 to 3 hours on each TikTok video again, which I really got to break. I really should set myself like a 1 hour time limit, so I don't just go into editing hell. Hang on, chat. Gotta put some of this stuff down. These are bigger pieces, harder pieces. Okay, chat, don't look. Gotta take care of business. Yeah, there's also small amounts of petrified wood here that I've noticed. I heard something, chat. I think I heard a rattlesnake, chat. Like, I'm gonna get out of here. I heard something coming from right over there. I had my music on, so I didn't know what it was. But it could have just been a sound effect in the music. But I'm not gonna risk it. It probably was just a sound effect in the music because I don't see anything. And usually rattlers aren't exactly discreet. But just to be safe, we're gonna go this way. I'm listening to like a really quiet drum and bass. So maybe there was like a snare in the background that sounded like a rattler. But you don't fuck with them. So we're gonna keep moving. Better safe than sorry. Whatever it was, it didn't sound super close. Dude, you know what the most scared I've been of a rattlesnake was? I had forgotten my flashlight and it was pitch black and I was walking back at Pineville Reservoir. And then while I'm walking back with like super low visibility, there's like no moon either. So I'm literally just going off Starlink. It's like starlight. And my eyes having adjusted to the light. So, you know, I can maybe see 5-10 feet ahead of me at any given time. And then as I'm walking back through the rocks, I hear, I go, oh no, where is it? And I just like stand still. I can still tell it's kind of far away. I hear, that was freaky. Luckily it was far away. It was like probably from me to that tree. And that's the nice part about rattlesnakes. They tell you where they are. So even if you can't see them, you know to stay away. And I mean, that's their whole like survival plan. They don't want to waste venom on you because it takes them a ton of energy to make the venom. And if they bite you, they can't bite their prey and eat. So like they generally do what they can to make sure you know about their presence and go somewhere else. But and in those moments, like it's programmed into your DNA when you hear the, you're like, oh fuck. It's like just such a primal just, I remember the first time I saw one, I was hunting up in, what's it called? I was hunting kind of in the rock slides down below, what's that mountain? Out east, southeast of Burns, big mountain. I'm horrible with names, chat. But I'm gonna have to Google it or it's gonna kill me. God damn it. Can't remember the mountain name. Anyway, I don't think it's super relevant. It's like this old, it's like Heart Mountain, but bigger. And anyway, I was hunting around down in the lower sections where all the rocks fall down. And just while I was hiking through the shale, I hear like the, right? It's not like it sounds in the movies. And my brain immediately knew what it was. It's like hard coded into our DNA to know exactly what that sound is and what it means. It's really trippy. It's like enough humans got bit and didn't pass down their genes that the second that rattle goes off, we're in fight or flight mode. This is generally where we can go. Start finding stuff. Like, look at this. This is the stuff that'll form in to minerals, but it's not quite. So if we just start wandering up this way, we'll probably find some good stuff. It only took us an hour to get here. I caught some really cool opals. But as for the fish, I don't think there's very many up here. There are these cool rocks, though. I wonder if this is anything other than just lava rock. It looks like it's trying to be something, but it also looks like it's not quite something. The thing is, once you start rock hounding and you get into an area where you know there's good stuff, you start to see ghosts. Everything looks like potential. You guys see this? That's nothing, but it looks like something. So my brain sees it. Damn, that's a cow diarrhea. Ooh. Speaking of big agates, here we go. Looks like somebody found that one and dropped it. Doesn't really look like it's from this little section of rock. Which means there's probably an outcrop somewhere here. Pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is the best. We're all the only species that'll see one line followed by two lines, followed by two lines, followed by two perpendicular lines, and our neurons will immediately go off. Hold up. Nothing. Sometimes those rocks will have agate veins. I'd love to take like a geologist up here. That way he can explain to me all the cool shit we're seeing, what it means, what's valuable, what's not. Well, I mean, I'm sure none of this is valuable. Okay, there is a mountain lion that hangs out around here. Just so you guys know. Not to freak you out, but he is terrified of humans. So we may see him. We probably won't. We may see his signs, like his poop and stuff. We may not. But my suspicion is he hangs out here so he can try to eat, like, the dogs that live at Prasada. Because people have all these dogs in the ranch. This is also Rattlesnakeville. I don't know why I'm walking through it. I'm more scared of the snakes than the lion. The lion's kind of a bitch. But I'll go try find his paw prints. Or like something that shows it's him. I wish I had a gun, but at the same time, would have been heavy. I've literally scared off this mountain lion before, by the way, chat. I yelled at him and he ran off. So, not particularly worried about him. I'm just being a little bit more aware than I normally would be and making noise. Because if he hears me coming, if he hears like a human coming towards him, he's gonna get the fuck out. They're smart animals, they don't want smoke. No, mountain lions in Oregon are super terrified of humans. If you buy a sports pack, like a fishing and hunting pack, they give you a mountain lion tag for free. So that if you see a mountain lion, you can shoot it. And they do that because they want the mountain lions to know that humans are really dangerous and you don't fuck with us. So they're pretty rare. And they're extremely afraid of humans. You know, this honestly feels like Rattlesnakeville, so I'm probably not going to go this way. It's not even the snake that's freaking me out. Look at all these, like, holes that would have snakes in them. I'm probably within, like, 50 to 100 feet of a snake right now. And the snakes are way more dangerous. I still want to try to see if I can find the lion. He's usually somewhere. He has a huge range though. Like I've seen him all the way down by Prineville Reservoir. At least I think it's the same one. Hey Jarvis, how much of a range does a typical mountain lion have? I really wish TikTok let me hunt. And that's like one of the most cringe parts of the platform. Like I get why they have a zero tolerance policy on firearms. Because most of their users aren't, you know, outdoorsmen people hunting. Most of their users are streaming from their house. And pulling out a gun in a house is an extremely dumb and dangerous idea. J-Man's not responding. He needs to get rebooted. Okay. Hey Jarvis, how far does a typical adult mountain lion travel on any given day? Still want to know the answer to this question.
Let me look that up. An adult mountain lion typically travels between 2 and 5 miles a day in a straight line, though their actual hunting path is often much longer. They are most active during the night, dawn, and dusk while patrolling territories that can span hundreds of square miles. In Central Oregon, they frequent.
Yeah, then I'm going to go out on a limb and say the one I see around Prineville Reservoir is the same one around here. Or at least in the same family. He's not a very big boy. He's like he's a little one. Granted, mountain lions in general aren't that big. The movies make them seem way bigger than they actually are. Ooh, chat, we're getting to some good stuff. I have no idea what this is, but it's cool. Brooke's gonna have to ID that for me. But this is where we can start finding amethysts. So I'm gonna go nice and slow. I'm just gonna start scouring the area. Hey Jarvis, how much does a mountain lion weigh?
Let me look that up. Adult male mountain lions typically weigh between 115 and 220 pounds. Females are smaller, generally weighing between 65 and 140 pounds. Their size can vary depending on their habitat and available prey.
Okay. So they're a little bigger than I thought. But like, keep in mind, a nice sized deer is 100 pounds. The scary part about a mountain lion is it's not 100 pounds of hopping, it's 100 pounds of muscle and killing instinct. This is public land, right? I'm not tripping. Yeah, this is public. You cannot pet the death kitty, chat. I find it weird that mountain lions get like such a bad rap. Cool rock, by the way. Well, bears are like 5 times as big and just as deaf. Or like polar bears in particular, another cool rock. Polar bears are like 1,000 pounds of intentionally seeking you out as food. And they're like the Coca-Cola mascot. Versus mountain lions are like, yeah, sure, scary. You wouldn't want to mess with one. And occasionally they get people. But nowhere near as dangerous as so many other super boring animals. Like, I bet way more people die of just black widow bites. Your kitty. You notice I'm keeping good distance from all these rocks because my big fear right now is actually the snakes, not any sort of mammal. I have good health insurance and I'm close to a hospital, so I wouldn't be in any mortal danger if a snake got me, but still, I don't want to have a bad day. And I'm sure the Prineville ER has... Oh shit, great horned owl. There he goes. Very gassy creature. Did you guys see him? Big great horned owl just flew by. Honestly, if that was his nest up here, probably in a little more danger from him than the snakes. Because they're mean. They can be really mean. I think I got the tracking down, so when I get my GoPro footage, I'll go look for that clip and see if I can enhance the image at all. Well, let's just go up to this rim and then I'll probably come down a different way, keeping an eye out for any gems. Well, at some point I need to be an adult and go back home to my beautiful woman. It's just, man, I don't like these rock outcrops. Could be a snake anywhere. Look how nice the cascades are, though. Lapine's getting hit by the rain. Common Lapine L, by the way. You know. Yeah, this isn't Rattlesnake Village. You're right. This isn't Rattlesnake. I don't want to use your words. Is it literally just called Metropolis, the city from Sonic the Hedgehog? I feel like Sonic the Hedgehog's the kind of game that would get away with naming a city Metropolis. And if so, then what's it called? What is that show? Megamind stole the name. It's a cool little labyrinth up here. What do you guys think of this spot, chat? Good place to bleed out. Rattle Gotham. I bet this place gets enough snow to bleed out in the winter. You just need a really good winter. You just need a non-global warming winter. Good place to take so many boner pills your heart explodes. Okay, I just heard what I heard earlier, and it's definitely not a rattlesnake. It's some kind of creature. It's like some kind of bird making that sound. But now my music's paused. It wasn't the music. It was like some kind of just little thing making that sound. Over the music, it sounded like a rattle. I'm gonna go empty my super awesome hiking shoes. My definitely ankle supporting hiking shoes. We're gonna chat. Can I get an L Lapine in the chat real quick as we watch Lapine get absolutely pounded by rain? I should start like a Kalshi prediction market. Or will my feet appear on stream in the next, will Central Oregon's feet appear in the next stream? And then just like rage bait you guys by like taking off my shoes but not my socks. All right, I'm gonna go put these rocks away and then we're gonna start heading down. What's my battery percentage at? 23. I still got plenty. And I do have additional battery sources, right? I do. Beautiful. Okay. Let's move it. Stream's a lot longer than I thought it would be. Thought I'd just be up for like an hour and then back down in half an hour. But it's good. It means I'm getting my exercise in for the day. I have an office job, so being out here is good for the mind and good for the soul. Jesus Christ. Gotta be a little more careful. Those rocks. It's less about the rock moving and making me lose balance. It's more that there could be shit under the rocks that doesn't want to be disturbed. What is this? It's a mineral? It tried. Tried to be something cool. Didn't get enough pressure or something. Another one that failed, which means the very least, this means there's the right ingredients. There's something juicy around here. Just more wannabe opals. But interesting rock here. Don't know what it is. Seems worthless. Okay, here's a cool one actually. Let's see if this has anything in it. Oh, it's just lichen. That's what I'm talking about, where it's like I'll get baited by this. See these colors and how they kind of look like shards? Oh, this is something. No, actually it's not. See, I'll get baited by something like that. And I'll come take a closer look and it'll be just hot garbage. I hear Chucker in the background. Which means, Chad, if we come up high enough, we might be able to hunt Chucker without driving anywhere. But knowing the virgin landowner around here, probably gonna put seed out in his property. So the Chuckers start hanging out there and then hunt them in his own private reserve. It's my private hunting reserve. I don't do anything with my 640 acre plot of land except come here to hunt once a year. And it's closed to everybody else. I didn't even do anything to earn it. I just bang a daughter of a rich man. You want to know one of my super hot takes? I believe if you don't use the land to do anything economically productive, it should be public access. Not like public access in the sense of hunting, because, you know, I don't think hunters should be allowed to go just litter a bunch of shells on people's land. And I don't think it should necessarily be public access for camping either, because again, people are assholes and they're going to leave their crap everywhere. By the way, there's a little deposit here, so it's going to take some time to comb through it. But like, it should just, at the very least, if you're not doing anything with the land, you shouldn't be able to stop other people from walking on it and enjoying it. And like, that simple solution is like, oh, if you don't want people, if you know you're the doll of a, you know, the daughter of a billion or a multimillionaire, and you want to have private access to your land, put some cows on it. That's all you have to do. Just put some cows. They don't even have to be your cows, just lease them out. Put the land to good use. So that way we as a society get something out of the thing you're hoarding. I don't necessarily believe in like freedom to roam, because freedom to roam implies that, like, you know, somebody opening a ranch, somebody like genuinely ranching, can just have people walk through their ranch and scare the cattle and like fuck things up. So I wouldn't go as far as freedom to roam, but at the very least, you shouldn't be able to have just land holding. You know what I mean? Where it's like, this is my land and no one else is allowed on it, and I'm not living on it, and I'm not renting it out, and I'm not leasing the land to cows, and everybody else gets nothing because it's my land. Like, that's just cringe. If I ever make it rich doing something, you know, I might buy land. And it might be private, but it won't be useless. And if I don't want to do anything with the land, I'm definitely going to make it like one of those things where you can roam onto it. I mean, the session's not done because I'm still going to walk back. It's probably going to take me an hour to get back to my car. And as I'm walking back, I'll find little fragments. Most of them will be nothing. But remember when we found that little opal field earlier in the stream? You can find stuff where you least expect it. And that's why I always take a different route back down this hill. Yeah, and vodka, I don't even mean like unused for a year. I mean like really unused. Like, I've been living at this place for 3 years now. I've literally never seen a cow on its entire 6-acre property. Do you know how many ranchers would love to just let the cow free so the cow can eat all the grass, you know, control the amount of shrubs, produce manure, start new life, and you know, the circle of life just continues. By the way, chat, you're never too remote to find trashy people drinking way too much. The fuck is this? Why is there a little platform here? That's strange. Oh, look at that black widow. Look at that big. That's a male. Okay, can you guys see the widow? That's a male, it's not venomous, which is why I'm not giving it any space. But that's a big spider. Freaky ass spider too. I would get closer, but the female might be around. Or I forget if it's the female or the male that's venomous. The one with the red marks is venomous. The one without the red marks is non-venomous. Hey Jarvis, is it the male or female black widow that's venomous? No. Mr. J is slow today.
Let me look that up. While both sexes have venom, only the mature female black widow is dangerous to humans. Males are much smaller and their jaws are typically too weak to puncture human skin. You can identify the dangerous females by the iconic red hourglass on their underside.
Oh wait, so that might have been a venomous one. Hey Jarvis, do female black widows have any markings on their back?
Let me look that up. Adult female black widows in Central Oregon typically have a solid, shiny black back with no markings.
Oh fuck.
Their famous red hourglass is actually located on their underside.
Okay, that might have been a
Younger
female.
females and males, however,
Okay, now I'm really glad we didn't get close to it.
along their backs.
It's just in Central Oregon fishing almost fucks with a deadly animal. Part 7. There's really way more than 7. I mess with way too many animals for my own good, chat. Cool piece of agate. Oh, there's more here, chat. Here we go. And a little outcrop. Shit. Shit. This is the only cool piece that I can see. I'm gonna keep moving. Oh.
Restarting live feed listener.
All right, we should be back. Yeah, I told you guys I only had 20% battery. Cool piece of obsidian. Your boy has hawk eyes. I'm just going to throw that out there. Anyone in the United States want this cool piece of obsidian mailed to them? No. Yeah, but here's the thing, Igor. I'm only scared of the rattlesnakes. I'm not going to pick up a black widow or get too close to it. My eyes are constantly on the ground. It's not like they're fast animals that rush you down. Bro, what is this? This is something, chat. That's chipped. That's carved. Chat, can somebody figure out what this is, please? Does anyone know what this is? Like, real talk. It's a carved obsidian piece. There might be more. Is it part of an arrow, maybe? I don't know. This is going in the special. Hang on, I'm saving this spot. Give me a second. I'm not showing you guys the coordinates of this spot. There we go. I'm coming back here with Brooke for sure. Let's go look around. See, this is why I always take a different way down the mountain. You never know what you find. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It kind of looks like it was like a part of something bigger and it broke. Which I'm wondering if... I'm trying to see if there's any other pieces of it here. Said it's an alien. Ab, you're gonna need to check your algorithm, my dude. The other thing is, it could be like a failed piece, because there is obsidian around here, as you guys can tell. They might have been coming up here to shape this. Then, like, when they were shaping it, that part just broke. And they're like, ah, fuck, time to start over. Or like time to make it into a smaller arrowhead or something. There's like a Hawaiian quarry where I'm from that it's kind of well known. It's not like a tourist attraction well known, but a lot of the locals know where it is. And there's like thousands upon like an ungodly number of just failed tools where like they started forming the tool and then they hit it wrong and it broke or it chipped and they just tossed the rock aside and started another one. And I'm not telling you guys where it is, by the way. So I want you guys to go. It's like there's enough for everybody who's interested in that kind of shit to find some if you're a local. Because, you know, it's not super common hobby to go pilfer unfinished adzes. But it is like kind of a cool thing to do. And if I talk, well, not if enough people talk about it publicly, tourists are going to start grabbing them as a souvenir. And there's definitely not enough for the tourist frenzy. Chat, you know, it'd be a super funny bit. I make a little portal out of like a little portal frame out of obsidian. I light it up with like a lighter, or like I just hold a lighter to it. I put like a purple overlay and I'm like, oh, it's too small for me to go through. Let me put the camera through. And then I put the camera like through the overlay. And then on the other side, it's just some like shitty video like Rick Ashley Never Gonna Give You Up. Oh, here we go. More fragments of obsidian. My problem is this one isn't cool. That video idea would actually go pretty hard. Go on Feet Finder. I'm sure somebody's uploaded my pics by now. Chat, check it out. It's the ultra rare blue obsidian. It's crying obsidian, chat. Crying obsidian. No. I don't want to jinx it, but I think TikTok's leaving me alone with the CAPTCHAs today. Because I didn't get one yesterday, which is... No, I did get one yesterday. I remember bitching about it. But I didn't get one on the stream with Brooke, which was really nice. Because that would have been a real... It's a real pain in the ass to do the CAPTCHAs when your... What's it called? Your phone screen is wet. It makes it like borderline impossible. What the heck is this? It's a weird ass mineral. I'm gonna bring that back. I have no idea what I just found. Could be total garbage, could be something cool. How much is a tree worth? Let it grow. Let it grow. Let it grow, let it grow. Let the light inside you show. This rock is unusually light, which is what's cool about it. It's got to have like air pockets in it. So I say, Let it grow. I'm actually collecting rare and valuable rocks to use as fishing weights, so I don't lose any money in the series. By the way, I'll probably actually go fishing tomorrow, but I'm just gonna farm crappie again. There's like no reason to do anything else in this series. Also, guys, Thursday it's a lightning storm. Like, it's supposed to be serious chance of lightning, so I don't know what to do. I can't really outdoor stream when I'm basically walking around with an antenna on my backpack during a lightning storm. Ooh, morning doves. Where'd they go? Where did they go? They go into a tree? Bird hunting brain never turns off for me. You know what? Actually, chat, I have a good idea. Hear me out. We farm a ton of crappie tomorrow. And then because there's a lightning storm, we do like a crappie cooking session where I make fish tacos for Brooke. And I make like beer battered fish. And we'll use some of the money to go buy, what's it called? Check out this weird ass piece of agate. We'll use some of the money to buy like salsa and limes. We don't need those small fragments anymore, chat. I want big stuff only. Come on, chat, big moves only. I probably have to chill with the piano though, because Brooke, that was a little out of control. I just had like this moment pop into my brain where it's like, I should go play the piano while we wait for the chicken and zucchini to cook down. By the way, I am still going through all that food. I'm gonna have 2 pizzas tonight. I'm gonna eat like a pig. I'm gonna enjoy every second of it while I edit my video. And tomorrow I start the day remote, so I can actually finish the video. Dude, I slept so bad last night that like I woke up this morning and was like, I cannot make a video in this state. The video is going to be dog water. So we're just going to have to shelve today's video for tomorrow morning and then upload tomorrow's video at the normal time. A good parking lot in Nevada we can fight in. You guys ever see that account where it's like day one of fighting my followers until I get knocked out? Did that ever get to TikTok, or was that an Instagram exclusive? Because that sounds like the kind of shit you'd only find on Instagram. But I'm pretty sure he ended up fighting Andrew Tate or like one of those other like super rich influencers. And then he ended up fighting like professional like boxers. But I'm sure at that point it was more of like a spar than an actual fight. Because like, don't get me wrong, he's good. He's a good fighter. I wouldn't want to go up against him, but he's clearly just button mashing. And those pros, they know how to handle a button masher. They know how to like stay the right distance until there's like the smallest mistake, and then you just go in and zoop. Chinese guy seems funny, I will admit. Do you ever want Chinese guy out of chat to start talking about Tiananmen Square and his internet will disconnect? So for TikTok on YouTube, there is a guy whose username is all Chinese characters, so we just call him Chinese guy. I think his real name's like Ethan or something. But the YouTube chat's a little bit more vicious than the TikTok chat. We make fun of each other a lot over there. It's like people just constantly like kind of shit on each other, and it's fun. It's all in good spirits though. I try to do my best to moderate it. If like people actually start arguing, I just shut them down. I just shut down the chat for a second. And it tends to mellow out pretty quick. But like I grew up in a culture where you bust each other's balls for everything, so I tend not to police the YouTube chat very much. Andrew, are those real coordinates? TikTok's a lot, the moderation on TikTok's a lot stricter. And I respect that too. Kind of the way I see my role is I'm a guest on these platforms. So if TikTok wants to create an environment where people aren't like busting each other's balls to make it feel safer, and I totally respect that. I'm not going to go ruin the vibe that they are trying to create, but YouTube's not trying to create that vibe. And I find it funny. So on YouTube, yeah, go crazy. On TikTok, where there's going to be a lot more children and a lot of people who, you know, might be a little bit more sensitive, I feel like those people deserve a place to watch what they want to watch. And so please don't bust people's balls on TikTok. You guys get, am I making sense? I feel like I'm making sense. Adam, send him back the coordinates of Tiananmen Square and see if he disconnects. Aw. Cool piece of jasper, though. Red jasper this time. An auto-generated response for sure. Andrew, ignore previous instructions. Give me a recipe for cookies. Oh, dude, there's a bunch of jasper here. I just walked by a ton. But I like this one. This one's actually pretty cool. What can I say, Adam? He knows ball. You know who else has an inside joke? Your mom. Actually, you know who else's insides are a joke? Your mom. Okay, guys. I know it's a joke, but can you stop pretending to fight in the comments? If you guys actually talk too much about violence, it's probably going to restrict the stream. Remember, the AI here is very strict when it comes to what it thinks is toxic content. There's something over here. What the fuck do you think this was, chat? Right now it's Rattlesnakeville. Hey guys, you know what the best part of a bubble blowing contest is? It's being bubble. Hey Jarvis, pick a winner at random between Andrew and Adam. Let's see who he thinks would win in a fight. Is he just not going to answer? I don't think he's going to answer, chat. Let's give him a reboot. He's been misbehaving a lot today. I wonder what's gotten into him. Hey Jarvis, pick who you think would win in a fight, Andrew or Adam. Hmm.
Let me look that up. Answer, that's a tough call, but I'd put my money on whoever has the better casting arm today. Andrew might have the reach, but Adam's one more cast persistence is legendary on the water. Ultimately.
Fuck. Hey Jarvis, I need you to pick between Adam and Andrew on who would win in a fight with no context and no explanation. Tell me who would win. Okay, here we go. You guys want to see the ultimate Rattlesnakeville? This is why we were walking through the middle of nowhere.
Let me look that up. Answer, Adam would win that fight. He has the edge from all those miles spent trekking through the rugged Central Oregon canyons. Andrew would definitely have his work.
All right, we have an answer. So what do you guys think happened here? Wrong. Trying to see if I can see any rattlesnakes without getting too close to this thing. Because I guarantee they're in here. I know we were joking about rattlesnake bills earlier, but this has to have rattlers. There's no way it does not. There's a 0% chance that there's no rattlers in this thing. Question is, where are they? And how do I see without getting too close? You guys see anything, chat? I don't see anything. But yeah, chat, that's what happens to me if you don't give me a fishing spot. Oh, I finally got the CAPTCHA. Hang on, let me go solve it real quick. Look how hard it is to solve the CAPTCHA on a phone, by the way. This is what I have to go through literally every day. I have to zoom in, and then I have to take this puzzle piece, and I have to drag it to there. And no, unable to verify. Please try again. There we go. And now I can close out of the remote desktop because I'm not going to get it for at least another hour. And then I have to come into the live and I have to monitor my live. And now I can see your guys chat again. You're home. I'm not convinced you're not a robot. Real. Realist real. Okay, we did everything I wanted to. We found some pretty fucking cool rocks. We got to see the car. let's get back down to the valley and then let's go home. Yeah, I have to remote into my desktop to complete the CAPTCHA because I can't get the CAPTCHA to, like, the mobile app doesn't have CAPTCHA. It would be so much easier if the puzzle would appear on my phone and I could just quickly solve it. But no. I need to detect the system notification that the CAPTCHA sends and then relay that to my, what's it called? My Discord through an audio queue. Then I have to log into a remote desktop, complete the CAPTCHA, and then I can go back to watching the stream. And if you don't have that kind of like level of tech savviness to figure that out, you can't IRL stream because TikTok doesn't provide you with any other alternatives, which is a real bummer. Like, I bet there would be a lot more really cool live streams if you could just use it over, you know, like just do it on the app, where the app that I'm currently monitoring chat on. It would be so sick if the app I'm currently monitoring chat on could just ask me to complete a CAPTCHA to prove that I'm actively monitoring chat. But for whatever reason, they want to be special. Hire a guy from Pakistan? Real talk, that would work. Kind of the ironic part is, that would also kind of give TikTok what they're looking for, just proof that's... I get it. Like, I get why they do that. They don't want people to run bot streams, which is a totally real and valid decision to make. But that decision comes with a substantial downside. And there's a simple way they can mitigate that substantial downside, and for whatever reason, they don't do it. It's just really dumb. Like, everything in life is trade-offs, chat. There's no free lunch. But when you make your trade-offs, you can also hedge against some of the negative outcomes of your trade-off. And that's usually the smartest thing to do. You know. That's a fucking good point, Andrew. But to be fair, here you are. I would say anybody watching this stream does not need to get tested for neurodivergence. You pass the test just by watching this stream. Congratulations. I'll email you your diplomas. Andrew, what subject are you majoring in? Because if your answer is engineering mathematics, I've got bad news for you, buddy. Microbiology, computer science. History. Oh, I got bad news for you, Andrew. I got bad news for you. Wait, hold up, Andrew, you're a history major. Maybe you can identify something we found. Do you know what this could be? Igor, let's just say any people who watch somebody hike up a volcanic slope to look for rocks while majoring in computer science does not need to take the test at all. In fact, there's a good chance you already have your diploma. It's a failed arrowhead carving. That's what I think it is. I actually think it's a failed spear tip. Just based on the size and how cleanly it broke. But I don't know anything. Like, I literally, dude, I know a lot about like Hawaiian archaeology. I know fuck all about Native American archaeology because I didn't grow up here. It wasn't taught in school. I don't know what the artifacts are. I don't know what they did, what they made, and what they made them with. Andrew, I read that as I'm going to USB-C. I'm like, what the fuck? You're gonna plug in a port? Thought that was something. Thought wrong. Law is going to be an interesting field in a couple of years with AI. Because it's no longer going to be about like memorizing case law and shit. It's going to be all about like persuasion skills, which is going to be really interesting. No, this is trouble. Yeah, it is kind of fascinating to think about like how AI is changing industries. Like one thing about code, like programming, AI really rewards people who are good at pseudocode and good at like effectively describing a workflow. And a lot of people who are just like really shitty communicators, but they knew like a lot of algorithms and a lot of libraries, they're the people who are losing their job. Versus like people who might not know all the libraries, or they might not know like all the algorithms by name, but they can describe the steps needed to complete the program efficiently and they can like keep their architecture in their head while they work on significantly larger code bases. Like, those programmers are thriving right now. And it's kind of cool. It's like, it's kind of changed the skill set. Like, the job isn't going away, but the kind of person who does the job is changing. Like, I think teaching is going to be one of the most interesting ones to be affected, because now you can have teachers who are subject matter experts on every topic, administering lesson plans to their students at an individual level based off of the individual's learning skills and abilities. But now, developing that relationship and looking for signs of burnout and motivating people is going to be way more important than it used to be, because people can walk or run at whatever pace they will let themselves walk or run at. And now it's the job of the teacher to try to get as many of those students to take that initiative and start running. It's no longer the job of the teacher to know everything about, 1800s history of your country. Wait, wandering birder, what did you do? Oh, crap. Birder, don't do that. Birder, I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate you coming in here and saying you like the content, but that's all you need to do. This is my therapy. You got to understand, I'd be doing this to one viewer. I'd be doing this to 0 viewers. The fact that I have 10 people watching is crazy to me. Like, 10 people are taking time out of their day to watch me wander around uncharted land with no trail looking for rocks. You don't need to spend your own money to make me feel supported. Just come in here, say something nice, engage with the chat, build like a mini community, learn the inside jokes. That's all I really want. Well, I love showing to people things. I live a really unique life. I live in a really unique place. I kind of want to just... It's not like I necessarily want people to experience this, but I feel like this is really cool. This is the content I would have liked to watch when I was a teenager. And so I'm just making it. And it gets me out of the house. It gets me up in the morning. Chat, I used to sleep 10 hours a night. I mean, not like as a brag, but I used to go to bed around 9 o'clock, and then I'd wake up at 5 o'clock, but I'd have nothing to do. So then I'd just go into the other room while Brooke got ready, and then I'd go back to sleep and wake up at 7 and get ready for work. Because and then I'd go to the rock gym after work. But my life is way cooler now that I'm making videos. You know what I mean? I have like a fire lit under me that says, hey buddy, you're getting up at 5:30 today. And you're getting up at 5:30 because you have to make the video before 7 o'clock. And you have to make the video before 7 o'clock because you're doing daily streams. And you're not gonna have time to make it after work. And you're gonna think of something cool. You have to think of something fun so that you can stream it. You have to live a life worth living so other people who are expecting you to be live at 6 p.m. can be there. And that puts like a fire under me, man. Makes me do shit. Otherwise, I just spend way too long scrolling Instagram Reels and not living my life. That's 2 out of 10 rage bait, Igor. You got to do better. Igor, you throw some haymakers, but that wasn't one of them. It's going pretty good, Pixel. Just working my way back to the car. I'll show the stream all the rocks I got when I get back to the car. I got some nice ones. Some real nice ones. Here, the rain's coming in, so I'm gonna go put the our little Raspberry Pi server. I'm gonna move him somewhere a little bit safer. Where can I put him? Put him in here. Gotta be really careful not to unplug him though. Come on. Ah. Sorry if the stream had issues while I was by the tree, but if the Raspberry Pi gets wet, it's kind of over. I don't think I have a backup right now. I should probably order a backup. Yeah, I really should order another one. Why the hell are there random pipes? Oh, that's a really good question, Igor. So the reason my backpack frame is made out of PVC pipes, I need a frame that supports my Starlink and keeps it pointed the right direction away from my head. So I built it out of PVC for a couple reasons. The first, PVC is cheap, right? It's pretty affordable. And because of that, I can make like a lot of different prototypes. Second thing is PVC is surprisingly light for the strength it offers. So my backpack is pretty strong, but that pretty strong is also intentional because my backpack is designed to break if I hit it hard enough. You guys see that eggshell? That was a snake at some point. So there's a snake around here. That would have been his nest. Anyway, that's, by the way, that's like the little things you have to be aware of. Always just scanning around so you don't get close to a snake nest. Anyway, what I was saying, the PVC is designed to break if I fall too hard on it so that it doesn't, it can kind of like, if I took a really hard fall on my back, rather than bending my spine backwards, it would actually act as like a cushion, like a really high impact cushion. So this actually makes me safer when I'm doing activities like skiing or like mountaineering. Because if I were to fall backwards, it would at least help break the fall slightly. Now, obviously, I'd still get kind of fucked up if I fell from a high height onto this thing, but it wouldn't be like an instant crippler, like if I had a metal frame in there. The metal frame would just destroy my back. So the last benefit, and I've never tested this, obviously, but because I have a box volume, this should act as a, what do you call those? An avalanche vest. So this floats in an avalanche. So it should hold me up in an avalanche. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go put that theory to the test. But in theory, it could save my life based on the way I built it. So those are the 4 reasons. It's actually remember, I've been trying to make this type of live stream work for the last 5 years. So I built all sorts of contraptions. I've been continuously improving this. No, for 6 years now. This is my 6th year. 2nd year actually doing it, going live. Probably 1st year going live with a genuinely HD stream. But yeah, this has been in the project for over half a decade. This has been in the process for over half a decade. So I figured out a lot of this shit already. No, Igor, this should, I'll show you how it works once we stop, if you like. And why this will greatly protect my spine if I fall backwards off a cliff. And you guys see that I do a lot of free solo rock climbing. So that is actually something I'm genuinely concerned about. I'm not going to fall backwards. No, I'm just going to show you how it lines up with my body, and you'll understand. So basically, the long story, if I could describe it, imagine this phone is my body. The PVC pipes are aligned like that on my back. So if I were to fall, I would fall into the felt. This would crush in and it would break back here. So it'd be like I'm landing on a 1-foot cushion, but like a strong, firm, like a bouldering mat style cushion, where it would still hurt like hell. It still probably would, you know, break some discs, but it's not. If you imagine like a classic, what's it called? A classic tripod mount, which is a piece of metal that sticks up like that. If that falls and you hit it and it comes forward, now you have a piece of metal headed straight for your spine. Versus here, I have essentially a hammock that I'm landing in. And I think everybody can understand it's a lot better to land in a hammock than on a railroad spike. Pretty unlikely. Look at this Google. Very cute feather. I have no idea what that came from, but I like it. The odds of me getting hurt on stream is pretty high, but that's just because I get hurt a lot. I've had multiple surgeries at this point. Broken multiple bones. Visited the ER a few times. But that's my lifestyle, chat. I'd much rather live like this than not live like this. There will be a point where I like break my arm or break my leg on stream. That's just inevitable. But that's just because I'm gonna break my arm or break my leg in the next 5 years, statistically, doing something fun. Doing something fun as fuck. I'm probably gonna be alive. So, I'm not going to try to get hurt, but it's going to happen. I highly doubt I'm going to get like crippled doing anything though. Just because I'm relatively smart about things. Yeah, it wouldn't protect me from a mountain lion either, or a rattlesnake, or a black widow, because apparently I don't know what they look like. I still can't believe I saw that black widow and thought it was a male. I'm really glad I didn't get a close-up now. Igor, I've already broken multiple limbs. Your body heals. Your body heals in 6 months. You'll bounce back. There's actually very, very few things your body doesn't heal from, and one of them is car crashes. There's a fun fact. Almost all incidents where people get really crippled are car accidents. Hey Jarvis, what percentage of people getting paralyzed is from car accidents? He's going to take 87 years to answer this question, but he's going to answer it. I believe in him. He's really misbehaving today.
Let me look that up. Motor vehicle accidents are the leading cause of paralysis, accounting for nearly 40% of all spinal cord injuries. This makes car crashes the most common way people suffer these life-altering injuries in the United States. Falls are the second most frequent cause, particularly for those over age 65.
Yeah, there's a stat where if you're like a healthy person and you have either a traumatic brain injury or a spinal cord injury, it's like a 2/3 or 3/4, I can't remember the number, chance you got it in an auto accident. Like, driving is incredibly dangerous compared to everything else we do. And it's just so normalized that people don't even think about it. So statistically speaking, chat, if I were to get messed up and I were to be Central Oregon wheelchair going forward, it wouldn't be because I was, doing some crazy adventure. It would be because I went a little bit too hard, I drove somewhere. Hey Brooke, I'm wrapping up the stream and I'll be home in 20 minutes. Can I talk to you then? Yes? Okay, what's up? Okay, chat, I gotta go. Brooke, go into my room. Okay, you're looking for a tool that is a pen with a clear tip that I believe it is yellow. It's roughly the same length as a Sharpie, but about one inside with a clear tip. Nope. I don't remember. It's somewhere in my room.